Thanks for checking out the Artemis channel today. I'm going to give you 4 tips on how to get better game cam footage as you're putting the game cameras out this year. Stick around to the end and I'm going to save you a little aggravation. I'm just going to cut the out of this. Stick around to the end and I'm going to save you a little aggravation with one secret tip. All right, tip number 1. You want to have your game camera set at about 18 inches or about knee high. Any higher than 18 inches and you may end up with a nice deer that ducks underneath your camera like this guy did. Now that 18-inch mark is ideal for when deer come by or even smaller game, but you can see this guy, we captured him and that camera was right there at knee level. All right, tip number 2 is your distance from your target zone. If you're on a game trail, bait site, food plot, or mock scrape, you want to be 10 to 12 feet, 4 to 5 paces, about this distance to get your best possible view of that animal. This is a deer we named the Dude. We were lucky to get him. Both of these shots you see here, he was about 10 to 12 feet from the camera. Tip number 3, you want to make sure that you're set up in a north-south orientation. Don't point your camera east-west. You could end up with a nice backlit shot of a velvet buck coming in and eating fresh sprouts, but more than likely what you're going to end up with is a bunch of false triggers because you had the sun rising and setting in camera. Okay, tip number 4, you're going to want to remove any vegetation that's going to be in your way. When the breeze comes up, you've got all these little leaves all that stuff's going to be setting your camera off and giving you false triggers. Your bonus tip, I would tell you, don't set up on logs, stone walls, okay, chippies, chipmunks, squirrels. They love to run on that stuff, and we get enough of that noise during the deer season. So you want to make sure that unless you want to be setting up, editing 100 or going through and deleting 100 pictures of freaking squirrels and chipmunks running on your log or your stone wall, I tell you, you want to avoid that as much as possible. So appreciate you guys checking it out here today on the Artemis channel. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and we thanks for your support.